station for sports guys, Don and Mike, Opie and Anthony, and Ron and Fez is this station. 102.7 WNEW, New York. Ron and Fez. Frequency. 102.7 WNEW.
Ron and Fez on 102.7 WNEW.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley. Fez, you got some kind of article for us there?
Ronnie, if anyone out there is a parent to a toddler, they might want to listen up.
Okay.
All right, a new report from the British Journal of Psychiatry says that toddlers who tend toward having frequent temper tantrums...
I can't stand a little kid flipping out.
Oh, it's the worst. It is the worst.
Is there any way to calm them down when they get like that?
If the kid is in any way related to you, you're humiliated. If the kid doesn't belong to you, you want to smack. There's no good feelings coming out of that.
They look insane when they get that angry.
That arched back drives me nuts when they go completely rigid. So toddlers who tend to have temper tantrums are more likely to have at least one criminal conviction later on in life.
All right, a kid who...
That's what they're saying.
Yeah. A kid who takes temper tantrums is most likely to be busted for something decent size.
Right, yeah.
Something that could put him in jail.
To have a criminal conviction. So that's according to this study.
And they can find out by a very young age if someone's going to be so angry and antisocial
that it's going to lead them to not only more antisocial behavior, but downright criminal.
Now, my older brother, my mom told me when he was like 9, 10 months old, he would get so mad at stuff that he would hold his breath till he actually passed out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool, because I've heard of the holding the breath thing.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of a kid taking it all the way through.
And it wasn't like he was 2, 3 years old holding his breath and passing out. He was like 10 months old, not walking. So effing furious, he would hold his breath. And the one thing about my brother to this day, he's ready to throw down.
Right.
He's ready to throw down if he has to.
Why is the baby so angry?
I know.
Why's the baby so angry? My little brother Travis always threw tantrums. Constant tantrums.
Really?
Oh, anything would set that kid off. And he was actually the only one of us that ended up going to juvie.
You know, they're talking about, and I hate to bring up the movie Gattaca again like it's real, but they are saying,
based on your studies,
that they'll be able to check these little kids genetically at a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
And know whether they have the ability to become criminals later on. They'll be able to tell if that kid one day will turn into a psycho killer.
And then hopefully the technology will advance where they go in and flip some DNA around and get that out of them.
Oh, you mean, well, I mean, you could do that with the sperm, I guess, but not once it's a person. And, you know, people are worried now.
Gene repair.
People now are worried about racial profiling. They're going to start genetically profiling people.
Right, yeah.
And you know, I mean, if you ever had crazy friends, and we all had a buddy who was out of his mind crazy. When he was a little kid, what was he? Crazy.
Right, yeah.
I mean, a little kid that will steal is more likely going to grow up to be an older guy who steals. Some people are born loving to steal. They love the whole situation of stealing.
So now,
and they don't care what they could be taking copper tubing and they're ecstatic with it.
So now toddlers, what's a toddler age? Is that 2 to 3?
I would even say 2, maybe even a little younger.
Okay.
Toddler means you're really not walking decently.
Right, once you get up on your legs.
Yeah.
All right, so now that
you're toddling around, you're pinning around. You got it, but...
I know, that's funny.
Like you're walking on a boat the whole time.
That cracks me up when a baby will just fall on his diapers.
So at that age, you know whether this kid is going to grow up to be a maniac.
Yeah. So it'd be nice to know if you had any kids that you knew as tantrum toddlers, if we could do our own research study.
Yeah. Now here's Alex.
The way my brother had tantrums, he should be on death row right now.
Hey, Alex, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah,
hey,
Alex. How's it going?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, when my sister was younger, she used to hold her breath and pass out, too, when she got, like, a temper tantrum.
How old was she?
I'm not sure. She must have been around maybe 4 or 5 years old. And she would do this at restaurants, and she'd be like, she wouldn't like what she was eating. I don't know. My mom tells the story to me all the time, and she'd hold her breath, and she'd pass out, and, like, everyone would be looking and, like, staring. And my mom and my dad would just get so embarrassed, and they wouldn't know what to do.
Now, what kind of adult did she grow into?
She works with kids.
Really? So she's a calm person?
Yeah, she is. I don't know. She doesn't have a criminal record or anything like that. When she was a teenager, she used to get into trouble, but she grew out of it.
What kind of trouble she used to get into?
She used to hang around with, like, the bad crowd or whatever. She, like, caught shoplifting every now and then.
Right, end up having sex with a lot of different guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
I understand.
Anal.
All right, talk to you later, Alex.
All right, bye.
Well, that's the way it goes.
Hey, Amy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Amy.
I open my little boy's backpack every now and again, and there's always a toy that doesn't belong to him from daycare.
All right, how old is he?
I think toddler. I always go by the sizes. It goes up to 4T, which means 4 toddler. He's 4.
All right, so he's 4 years old, and he's stealing.
Yeah, I don't know if he thinks. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
He's a master thief at that age.
He's the second
really
story
is.
man.
Exactly. So I go in there every day and I say, here you go, this isn't his. So we call him Sticky Fingers now.
That's nice.
At that age, he's old enough that you can talk to him about this, right?
Does he realize that it's wrong?
Yeah, I told him that. I try to tell him that it's not his toy, but I don't think he really gets the concept yet.
What's he say when you tell him that you can't take other people's toys?
Yeah, and I give it right back to the teacher in front of him. He doesn't really say anything. I guess ignorance is bliss in his mind.
Yeah, I guess so. Or by the next day, you don't care anymore.
Exactly.
Plus, you've given him a license to steal, right? James Bond.
Exactly.
I'm enabling him.
You ought to take that toy out of his backpack and smack him across the back of the neck with it.
Will that fix it?
That's what my dad did with me.
Oh.
All right. See you later.
All right, take care.
Thanks, Amy.
My dad hit me against the back of the legs one time with a Hot Wheel track. And it really taught me to calm down a little bit.
Whoa! That'll do it.
He's old now, and the last time I saw him, I smacked him in the back of the legs with a Hot Wheel track. I go, remember this? He's like, what?
Why is it all the great toys that you really want end up being used as weapons against you?
Sure.
Lord have mercy, have you ever got one of those paddle balls with the rubber string?
Yeah.
Because you knew that wasn't going to last. That rubber band breaks every 2 seconds. And then next thing you know, your mother's got a nice paddle hanging up in the kitchen.
Do you think a lot of kids today are getting hit with PlayStations?
I would hope not. They're getting choked out with the cords to the joysticks.
Hey, Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, what's up, boys? It's card holder 8095.
Kuma!
What you got, 8095?
Yeah, I totally agree with this subject, of getting in trouble. Because when I was like 3-4 years old, I went to pre-K, I would constantly get caught stealing the graham cracker cookies, and I could get caught with a mouthful of them and swear I wasn't taking them, even though I was.
Kids are adorable.
We would actually call it, when I get mad, it was called a posy fit.
Yeah.
I would like to fight people, and I like the way it felt.
Right.
When I was real young, it was so it's totally true. I don't do it anymore, though. I swear.
But you quit stealing graham crackers.
Yeah.
All right, so at a certain age, you became... Fezzy, we can't act like this is going to be our criminal element, can we? By toddler age?
Apparently, we can start looking now. We might as well get the fingerprints. Get them at an early age. It's over.
Here's Turkish. He disagrees with you, Fezzy. Turkish, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, dude, when I was a kid, right, I would, steal, a whole bunch of stuff, and I, just grew out of it, man.
At what age do you think you grew out of it?
Well, I, grew out of it, around, I don't know, 13, 14. I started when I was, 6, 7.
What was, the most you ever stole or the biggest item?
Well, I would, go into, CVS and, Walmart and Wallbounds and stuff like that, and, fill up my pockets with candy and school reinforcements and crap like that.
Did you shoplift when you were that little, Fez?
I think I was a candy taker.
We had a gang, like you would call it at that age, that you had to steal something to be in it. We were always starting a gang that you had to do something awful to be in it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, kind of
I remember your gang.
Hiya, fellas. All right, so Turkish, you said these kids are fine. Let them go through their stages.
Yeah, sure. Well, maybe it's just because, all I
Fez
do all
wants
day
a
is
tattooed thief on a toddler's forehead.
Dude,
Might as well.
Well, dude, maybe it's because I don't steal. Maybe because, all I do nowadays is smoke weed and, watch TV, and I'm out of condition, so I, can't defend myself if someone catches me. So, hello?
Yeah, I got you. So you're pretty much an F-up. Here's,
I know. It's not like he grew out of it.